Yeah. Here in Linux, device tree is the one which basically defines or structures or it can be a node which basically describes the physical hardware which is present in the board, and each node in a tree describes the characteristics of the each device and specifically used to describe the devices which cannot be detected in a dynamic manner accordingly over here. And device tree basically allows the kernel to configure the hardware based on the parsable information which can be parsed to the kernel through appending on the bootloader. For example, here we have something like whenever we are booting, that the device tree information has been parsed. For example, the kernel image has been present at the 82 followed by 6 zeros, and device tree information is present at the 88 followed by 6 zeros. In that, it was the device tree information has been passed to the kernel by the bootloader while booting during the system boot up accordingly over here. Basically, the device tree binary will be created, and that will be denoted something like a DTB, which is a separate binary apart from the kernel image, which will be used by the kernel image in order to understand the kernel will understand the device tree binary information, and it loads the respective it basically loads that respective drivers and um, respective hardware gets initialized according to the platform that was defined in the device tree over here. Basically, device tree contains something like different node names and properties, and it has the handle, and it uses something like aliases, and it has the memory mapping information, and it has the addressing information. It has the device tree. The same device tree can be splitted into multiple files that we can able to do that with the help of device tree include, that we can able to do that over here. That we will see how the device tree of bone black structure has been defined in our system, that we will see over here. That yeah, I'm going to use this bone black DTS file over here, and for example, I'm going to use something like TASDK. In this, I'm going to use board support and Linux over here, Vim, Arc, ARM, boot, DTS, and I'm having AM335X bone black.dts file contains the basic configuration of the device tree over here, which I'm going to use. I have some modifications over here. In this, I'm going to copy this original one. I just copied, and I'm going to do something like make Linux will do the compilation of device trees over here. Here we can able to see something like AM335X bone black DTB got created newly over here. Now we got created with the new one, and I'm going to check -l ls -l org ARM boot DTS AM335X bone black .dtb .dtb. Yeah, it has been compiled with the new one over here. I'm going to copy this now. CP instead of that I'm I'm going to use something like a TI BeagleBone Black. For example, I'm going to add something like a LDD into it over here, and now I'm going to load this platform. And before that, we can check cat proc CPU info over here, that it has that informations over here, that what are the processor informations that we will be having. And while booting up, we will be having something like a here we will be getting something like from the machine model, that we will be having something like TI AM335X BeagleBone Black. I just added now with the information something like a LDD I have added over here. Now I am going to compile this again, make Linux over here. The bone black DTB got created. Now I'm going to copy this to TFTP boot and DTBS bone black.dtb over here, sudo. I'm just copying into it. Now we can load that new DTB. What is the target that we will be getting, that we will see over here. That in this we will be having something like a cat beaglebone.txt over here, maybe beaglebone. Here we will be having something like 2. I'm going to pause this. Then we have the root directory over here. Then we are going to boot this with this one over here. Now there is no changes in the kernel image. We just changed only the device file over here, and we will see whether there is a change in the boot up processor informations over here. For example, here we can able to see something like our BeagleBone Black LDD get added over here. Now we will see, we will try to add up the LEDs accordingly into the system. For example, I am going to add an LED, for example, over here, and that will be something like Vim Vim org arm boot DTS, and we will be having AM335X, and we have bone common.dtsi. In this I am going to add the LEDs over here. For example, maybe I am going to add up other LEDs, something like we have in our system we got connected with the other LEDs, it's something like we will be having the LEDs got connected over here, which is something like 44 has been connected with the LED 4, and 45 has been connected. GPIO number 45 has been connected with the LED 3, and 46 connected with the LED 2. I'm going to add up these informations into it. For example, for that we have something like a we have something this one, and also in this we have something like 66, which is something like a GPO 2_2. We have something 66 is 2_2 GPO 2_2 over here, which is 7th pin, and I have something like a 2_3 is the 8th pin, 2_5 is the 9th pin, and 2_4 is the 10th pin. These are all the 4 pins or get connected with the LED switches, and the next 4 pins, something like GPIO 1_13, GPIO 1_12, and GPIO 1_15 and 14 are connected with the LEDs over here. Now I am going to add up the LED informations into it. For example, I am going to add a new node, which is something like LED 6 is the node, and which I am going to add up with something like, I am going to have something like a label, which is the LDD colon something like maybe a green LED. It's something like user 4 over here, user 4 LED of this, and the GPIO in which it was connected, GPIOs equals something like, and GPIO 1 over here, and it was connected with the 1_13, 12, 15, 12, 13, 14, 15 over here. I'm going to add up the information. GPIO 1_12 over here, GPIO active. Our LEDs are active low. Whenever we set to low, the LED will glow accordingly over here, and I'm going to trigger it something like what is the default state that we wanted to give over here. Maybe I'm going to use Linux -default trigger. Maybe if suppose we require, I'm going to provide something like the default I'm going to provide the default trigger. It's something like CPU 0 over here, and which something like default state will be in a off condition over here. This is the GPIO. Another GPIO got added into our system over here, that we will see how can we access this from here. I am going to compile this again, make Linux. Now I am compiling only the DTB over here, which we have something like it got failed. There is some issue over here. The issue is something 65 plus 65 over here. It was not closed, because of that the issue came. Now it got compiled. Bone Black got compiled over here. Now I'm going to copy this and boot it from here. Yeah, whenever I do reboot, yeah, here we will be having cat, the bootup script will be something like this. Yeah, I have this root dir. This has been loaded with the new device tree informations over here. Yeah, cd slash sys class LEDs over here. Now we can able to see there is a new one got added into it, which is something like a green user 4 LED over here. And I'm going to get the brightness, cat brightness over here, which is 255. I'm going to put echo 0 on the brightness, which makes that LED to glow, and echo since it is the active low, we are writing 0, which makes that LED to glow, and whenever we are writing the non-zero value, which makes that LED to off accordingly over here. Yeah, this makes that device tree informations can be added accordingly into the system in order to access the particular in order to access that particular driver or particular modules will be get loaded with that particular device tree device informations over here. For example, here we have added that the user 4 LED got dynamically added dynamically got added with the help of by adding the LED 6 over here, and we got compiled the binary, and we have used that binary to we have used this device tree binary informations, and we have used that the same Linux kernel which we have used. It was built long time. It was built earlier. It's something like it was the kernel was older one, and which was built on December 11. But the thing is, it has been loaded with the new device tree binary that will be that informs the Linux kernel there is a user 4 LED was present, that it can able to access it accordingly over here. That like that we can able to get the informations about the device accordingly over here. And if suppose we wanted to add some more information, something like the pin control information that we wanted to add, maybe we can add the pin control informations over here. It's something like user LEDs, which 1_2021 and 22. Currently we will be having something like we have used that in our scenario. It's something like 1_12 that it has been used over here. For that I am going to use something like YY and MuxPad. I am going to configure it's something like GPIO 1_12 over here, which will be 9 minus 854. Sorry. Which is 9 which is 9 minus 9 into 4 over here, that we will be calculating something like calculate 9 into 4 over here, 36, which something like 854, sorry, 9 into 4, which is 36 is 24 over here, and which something like 854 minus 24 equals 830 is the one that we have to give for 1_12 over here. 830 is 12, 34 is 13, 38 is 14, like that it comes to 854 for 21, 22, 23, 24. Like that we can add up the pin configurations over here accordingly. It's something like we will be adding something like a we have, since it is the ours is LED should be down, I'm going to add up something like a pull up for the GPIO accordingly over here. The same way we can able to add something like a keys. If suppose we wanted to add the keys into the system, then we can use the respective keys over here. For example, I am going to add a new one, which something like a with the keys. For example, in order to handle the keys, what all the devices are present, it's something like drivers, GPIO, and we have the GPIO hyphen IJKL drivers input, and we will be having something like a drivers input, and then miscellaneous, yes, over here. If suppose the similar way we wanted to have something like a similar to LEDs. If suppose we wanted to add the input keys, for example, that we want that we have defined over here, it's something like a key which can be used for button over here, which something like a power button, which with the status OK. The similar way we will be having user LEDs, bone black, DTS over here with something like bone black common dot DTS. We will be having for the GPIO we will be having something like a Vim drivers, that we will see what is the driver that handles the GPIO keys over here, and that will be something like a GPIO drivers. Inside the GPIO drivers we will be having drivers GPIO, and we will be having something like a GPIO hyphen GPIO lib.c, and here in the LXR maybe we can get the informations. GPIO hyphen key. It was present inside that drivers input, and there will be something like IJ keyboard. Inside that there will be something like a GPIO underscore keys dot c over here. Yeah, this basically handles that GPIO keys accordingly over here, and that we can that provides that respective output to the keys, or that we can able to get that information about this. We can have something like in the documentations, and we will be having something like a inside that we will be having the device tree, not this one. GPIO, not this one. Input, yeah, it was present. Device tree bindings, device tree bindings. Inside the bindings there will be something like a input GPIO hyphen keys dot txt over here. Yeah, this will have that information about the keys. For example, that we will be having something like a the GPIO keys, which will be compatible with the GPIO hyphen keys over here, and it will be added with the respective up and down key values over here. For example, if it is a up key, a down key, that we can able to link it accordingly. That I wanted to add this information into the device tree over here. For example, yeah, yeah. Inside this, maybe I'm going to use control ws the org arm boot dts am335x hyphen bone hyphen common dot dtsi over here, and inside that I'm going to add up something like a keys about the keys informations over here, and which is something like a GPIO hyphen keys, and that will be compatible with that something like a the driver should be loaded over here, compatible equals GPIO hyphen keys. This once this one matches, then only the drivers get loaded accordingly, and I'm going to add something like a up key over here, which has the label equals maybe up key over here, yeah. Then the respective Linux code, the key code for this one, we are defining 103 as the key code for this, and we will be defining something like a GPIOs equals GPIOs equals something like a the GPIO that we are going to use it for keys, or something like that will be that we will be having something like a GPIO keys, or something like 2_2, 2_3, 2_4, and 2_5, like that. Maybe I'm going to define something like 65 2_3 over here. GPIO GPIO 0. Okay, it starts from 0, which is something like a GPIO 2_3, and it will be something like a GPIO active low over here. Since by default it will be on the high state, here we will be getting the GPIO as a low over here, that we will be providing. And this one we have something like we wanted to add the pin controls, that we can able to add the pin controls over here to YY. Yeah, it's something like user keys over here. Yeah, user keys, that user, it's something that we have. We have the pin configuration, it's something like a hello. Hello. Hello, am I audible? Got in disconnected in between.
Yes, I got.
Yeah, it's something that we are going to add something like a user keys, the pin control, pin definitions for the user keys, that we are going to add it over here. That will be something like that we will be having something like a that will provide the informations. Maybe I'm going to use GPIO 2 over here. calculator over 32 in clear 32
I think your screen is not your screen.
yeah, okay, yeah. Can you able to see my screen? Yeah, I'm just manipulating 32 plus 24 equals something clear. 32 plus 24 equals 48. It's something like a 38 into 4, which is something like a E0, and I have something like a GPIO. We have something like the GPIO 2_2, which is something like starts from 0. Starts from 0, which is 0 is 32 and 1 is 3264, and pin number 3, which is 64 plus 3, which is something like a 64 plus 3, which is something like 67 over here. 67 into 4, which something like a 10C over here. 10C 10C, that will be almost equal, that 10C will be equals to something like 8 AC over here, which is something like 2 GPIO 2_3, which we are going to configure for the user keys over here. Yeah, which something like pin, it is something like a pin, it is not a pin output, it will be something like a pin input mode that will be configured over here. Pin input pull up, that will be configured over here. Yeah. Input, the GPIO is the mux mode 7 that we are configuring for this accordingly. Now I am going to compile this one over here, which is something like make Linux, which basically compiles that the bone black DDB over here. Now I am going to copy this DDB file into TFTP. Now we shall boot up this system. Now it's something that we will be having something like a added up with the input for the keys that we have added up, and we are booting up with the system. now we have something like an ls sys class input. In order to do that, maybe I have to check whether there is a vim dot con. We have to confirm whether the drivers, input, keyboard, then we have the GPIO keys, the GPIO underscore keys over here, keyboard underscore GPIO, config keyboard underscore GPIO, that whether it is present or not, that we can able to check, make Linux maybe we have to check in the .config over here, and which is something like, yeah, config keyboard underscore GPIO has been enabled over here. That provides some kind of a GPIO has been enabled, sys class and input. There is nothing. Sys class GPIO and config keyboard GPIO, which has been enabled, and which basically provides something like a GPIO hyphen keys, which has been added, and which has something like a up key that it should be present over here, and we can see something like a cat proc devices, which has been added with the GPIO input. Sys class GPIO and maybe cd sys class GPIO, and I am going to export echo 67, then export over here, which is exporting. It was not loaded. Maybe we can check for this the message grep GPIO. Pin number 43 already requested by cannot climb for GPIO keys. Because of that, we have the issue over here, and which something like that we can able to see over here, GPIO 2 underscore 23, which has been GPIO 0. Does not have something like a 43 pin 43 over here. GPIO hyphen keys. _3 AM335X IO pad over here, and 8AC, which has been updated, GPIO 2. Maybe I'm going to connect that 813 GPIO 1_13th pin that I'm going to connect over here. 834 input, the keys which I'm going to use, GPIO 1_13 over here. Yeah. Make Linux. I'm going to reboot. Control CP. I'm going to copy this DTP file and cat beaglebone.txt that we will be having run find. Yeah. Message grub GPIO. Yeah, now we got that created sys class input. We have the input 0 which has been created as a GPIO key which has been created with the help of, for example, we have the GPIO keys_up has been parsed and it has been created like a GPIO keys in the input 0 like a input device to the system accordingly, which has been created over here. Yeah, this basically provides how can we add the informations about the device tree into the add the device tree and update the device tree that we can we can do that accordingly. If suppose we need further information, we can able to see that the respective information, something like documentation, device tree and respective binding informations like who are what are all the devices are there and how it has to be binding it should be done, that we can able to get it with the help of device tree binding documentations accordingly from the Linux kernel over here. Yeah. Is this fine? Hello? Yeah. Yeah, basically that today we have seen about that the sysfs and the sysfs implementation and how can we access that, with the sysfs attribute with the files, the respective read and write callback functions, and with respect to that we have the different classes, something like a GPIO LED classes that we can able to get that, and the interrupt getting the GPIO we got struck up. I will fix it today, and I share that the issue on that. And we have seen about the device tree, what is the device tree, and how the device tree has been structured, and we could able to add the LEDs and pin control information for the respective LEDs. And the same way we have added something like a GPIO keys we have added, and we could able to get that information, get it registered with the input, registered as an input device accordingly, that we have seen over here. You have any questions on this?